Great morning, Cousin Nita, live and direct. Want to share something with you this morning from what you, sorry, phone call, which I know is my favorite book, The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. Today is Monday. We always talk about motivation and staying motivated and being motivated, and the word has gotten honestly cute. So I wanted to share this passage so we can get back kind of like to the real meaning, true understanding of motivation, why it's important, how it's powerful, and how it can be more than just a cute cliche phrase for you, okay? So the Motivation Manifesto, again, says, the mother of motivation. Our first step is to understand motivation's root. Motive, which means a reason for action. It's the why we do something. To develop a motive for action, our mind, with or without conscious guidance, filters through various thoughts, feelings, and experiences and chooses from them a set of reasons to do or not do something. Our mind's clarity on and commitment to that choice dictates our level of motivation. Do y'all understand that? If we are clear and committed, we will feel high levels of motivation. If we are unclear or uncommitted, motivation will be low. From this process comes a simple, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, phrase in my mind. The mother of motivation is choice. Did y'all understand that? The root of motivation is a reason for action. Why do you think people are always talking about what's your why? Because everybody's problem is I can't stay consistent. Well, you're not consistent or committed, you see down here, because you are unclear. You don't know the reason for your action, your motive, or your motivation. The why can't be money, because you can go to a job and get money and you'll settle for that. What is really the why? How do you come to a why? Your mind, with or without your help, basically, whether consciously or not, is always going through the thoughts that you have, your feelings, the experiences that you have. And from there, chooses, makes the choice, not anybody else, makes the choice to determine whether or not I'm going to do this. Like, this is what tells you to quit, and this is what tells you to keep on, and what justifies it. Chooses a set of reasons to do or not do something. So this is where you either, again, justify your quit, or you reinforce, your commitment to the action. Does that make sense? The book is The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. Let's continue on. Our mind chose a reason for action, and it either committed to that choice or it did not. And thus, we experience a high level of motivation or a low one. In this truth, we find our greatest personal power, the ability to take over our impulses and direct our minds to choices and commitments that will serve us. Oh my God, I could start reading right there. I'm going to read it again. In this truth, we find our greatest personal power. This got to be helping somebody. You have the ability to take over your impulses and direct your mind to choices and commitments that will serve you. So that right there means you don't need nobody else or nothing else but you. You have the ability, you are empowered to be in control of your impulses, of your mouth, of your spending habits, of your attitude, of the people you hang around, and to direct and command your mind, your most powerful asset, to make choices and to commit to things like investing, like educating, like good relationships, investing, directing your mind to choices and committing to things that will serve you. You got the power. What else you need to hear after that? Simply, we can choose our aim and our reasons for that aim, and a continued focus on the aim will arouse a desire for action, which we sense as energy, a motivating power within. You see how that works? We choose our aim and the reason for that aim, and then when we commit to it and have a continued focus around it, that generates a desire for action, which is like energy, a motivating power within. Motivation. A hallmark of those who achieve greatness is the discovery that they can control the level of motivation they feel by better directing their own minds. Why do you think you hear a lot of high-level people talk about not engaging in, politics and different things like that? It's like, no, I know where I need to put my focus, my aim, my energy, so that I will feel motivated to continuously hit my goals, aka staying motivated, staying committed. Do you see how this is not just that cute word, be motivated, stay motivated? Like, this is way more than just a cute little cliche that people say. This is true for other emotional breakthroughs as well. Enlightenment comes when we realize happiness is a choice, sadness is a choice, anger is a choice, and love is a choice. Every state, emotion, and mood available to man can be generated at will in our own mind. This realization is one of the most obvious guideposts on the path from adolescence to adulthood, from immaturity to maturity, from terror in life to transcendence. AKA, when you realize you the one with the power, that's when you stop thinking like a kid and start bossing up and taking accountability and being responsible to yourself as an adult, because you realize the power is within. So my brother Beyond says, if greatness is on the menu, why would I choose anything else? And I'm holding myself accountable to achieve the greatness that I said that I want. I'm just figuring out how to stay motivated to do it for real, and not just a cliche. Okay? Let me read this to you and then we'll be done. Though the vast swathe, whatever, the majority of people does not suffer from such clinical disorders. Actually, let me read this so you know what I'm talking about. This is good. This is not to say that all people can or will choose their thoughts or emotions. A small percentage of the public does not have the faculties of a healthy mind. Clinical mood and mental disorders can prevent people from consciously directing their own thoughts and feelings on a consistent basis. Therapy and medication can help in such cases and should be sought. We must not discount the challenges faced by those with real disorders and biological issues that prevent their progress in life. So that's account, because you know how y'all will be, well, everybody can't do that. You're absolutely right. There are a percentage of people who are afflicted, with different things that do prevent them from. So I'm not talking about everybody. Okay? See, it says not all people, but the majority of you motherfuckers got the power. Okay? Though the vast amount of people does not suffer from such clinical disorders, they may show a lack of self-awareness as well as poor mental habits. Most people have simply not yet chosen to prize self-mastery or to work toward it. Most people have simply not yet chosen to prize self-mastery or to work toward it. Most people have simply not yet chosen to prize self-mastery or to work toward it. They don't need drugs. They need desire and discipline. They don't need a prescription. They need a new life philosophy. Even in those cases where a person needs medication and therapy over the long term, their treatment will almost always include efforts to help them choose thoughts and behaviors that better support their well-being. Oh my God. What would happen if you just, every day for the next 30 days, you chose intentionally thoughts and behaviors that supported your own well-being? Oh my God. Even in mental illness or traumatic brain injury, all roads of recovery lead to better understanding and directing our own mind. You know how many people right now are trying to direct your mind? Like literally everywhere you go right now, from the TV to people, your friend, everybody's trying to direct your own mind, and you aren't being intentional about it. So that's why you're being swayed here and swayed there. If we become cynics and decide it is too difficult for us or anyone to control our mind, then we are destined to forever drift in a sea of impulses and social cues, a life of reaction and distraction rather than one of conscious design. Do y'all not see that? Especially right now, everybody's reacting, distracted. That is not a part of what helps you to be and stay motivated. This state of being of reaction, like that ain't it. Rather than one of conscious design, you have the power to create your own life and to fulfill it. But because you are so reactive and distracted, you aren't exercising your conscious design. So when you talk about being Monday motivation and when you talk about being motivated, realize it's more than just a cute cliche. It is based on the fact that you have the power to create and command the life that you desire. And accepting anything less than that from yourself is irresponsible and it's disappointing. All right? Y'all be blessed. Have a great week. Let's get it.